The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Well, good evening, South Africa, and good afternoon, North America, and good morning to everyone in between. My name is Diamond Rebecca Robinson. I am a Diamond luxury consultant and email operator with Global Wealth Trade, and it's my absolute pleasure to welcome you all to this evening's tour of our company. I want to just take a minute to thank you all for taking the time out of your busy schedule and in your free time, especially after a long day in South Africa, for taking the time to spend with us to find out a little bit more about who we are. So what I want to do is introduce you to our amazing, amazing presenter for this evening. Her name is Stephanie Wise, and Stephanie is a single mom and saw the potential to create a life of financial freedom for her son and family 5 years ago. She is a absolutely dynamic leader who has experience mentoring over 100 people in a franchise environment in her previous career. She is passionate in developing people to live their highest potential, and she has a dream of being a motivational speaker to impact as many lives as possible. So today, she is recognized as a diplomat in the company, and her business has already grown to over 300 members in 25 countries. So I'm going to hand this over now to Steph. I know you're going to have an absolute great time learning from her. Make sure that you have your paper and pen handy to write down any notes, and we'll make sure to answer them at the end. So without further ado, take it away, Steph.
Wow, thank you so much, Rebecca, for that warm introduction. It's my utmost pleasure to be here with you all today to share more about the Global Wealth Trade opportunity, our company, the benefits of our program, our amazing product lines, compensation, and what we've been able to achieve in the past, present, and future. So let's get started. Got the slide there, Rebecca? Perfect. So before I get into the details of Global Wealth Trade specifically, I just want to take a couple minutes to talk about some of these scary economic realities that we're facing in the economy today. So I hope the word inflation is not an uncommon one, and just to give a little bit of insight to that, inflation is the cost of living increasing over time. And what we're finding in this economy is inflation is increasing at about 12%, where average wage increases globally are about 2%. So somewhere along the way, there's a 10% gap, where we have to do something. We're faced with three choices to deal with inflation. So number one, adjust down your standard of lifestyle. Number two, increase your debt load to maintain your lifestyle, which is all too common in Canada. I mean, in other parts of the world as well. But and finally, finding another stream of income to maintain or improve your lifestyle. So what would you choose? I'm sure most of you on the call, or hopefully all of you, would choose to go for the third option. So looking at retirement, so are you ready for retirement? So looking at the population by age 65, 54% of people are on social assistance. We're very blessed in Canada specifically to have the luxury of this, but this is not a reality in a lot of other countries around the world. So what do people do, if there's no additional help beyond their age of retirement is a question. 36% of people are deceased. I'm not going to talk too much about them right now. And 5% are, sorry, thank you, Rebecca. 5% are wealthy and 5% are still working. So 5% still working, when people should be enjoying their golden years, they're not having any option but to continue working into their retirement years, right? So I know in Canada, at stores like Walmart and, Tim Hortons, these are the, a lot of seniors are filling up these roles because they have no other option. And finally, 5% of the population is wealthy. So let's look at that piece of the pie, the wealthy piece of the pie, ready for retirement. So when we look at the wealthiest people ready for retirement, 74% of people are business owners. So you can generate an income by having a job, but creating wealth is done by having a business. There's other, in terms of the elite sort of wealthy population ready for retirement, 16% are doctors and lawyers, 9% are athletes and entertainers, and 1% are inventors. All right, so we talked about those 3 choices. So today I'm going to spend some time with you talking about global wealth trade as being an option for you for the 3rd choice, to be able to find an additional income stream to combat inflation. So a little bit of our company. Our company is called Global Wealth Trade Corporation. We were founded in 2005 by a man by the name of Mr. Mesgarlou. We are an e-commerce fashion business. We are completely debt-free, have been since day one, multi-million-dollar direct sales corporation, serving clients in over 165 countries with 64,000 operators and clients around the world. We are Canada's largest designer fashion house with a manufacturing heritage dating back to the 1880s. So our CEO's family heritage actually manufactures for a big brand name called Tiffany's. So he has thousands of years in the industry of jewelry manufacturing to be able to bring that to the table with our company. Our mission statement is to become the #1 fashion brand, the most globally impactful designer brand, by providing a lifelong opportunity for entrepreneurs to build generational wealth. And our vision through empowerment is to create 1,000 GWT millionaires en route to the billion-dollar company. And we are well on our way to be able to achieve this. I'm going to be one of those millionaires in a short 5 years or less. And that's our vision. And just to speak to that, our CEO, what kind of CEO has a vision to create other millionaires, and a substantial amount of them, no less? So next slide, please. Okay, so when we're looking at what type of business, so we all know having a business makes sense. You want to make sure you're entering something that is virtually recession-proof. So it doesn't matter what the economy is doing, your business is still safe, so to speak. So our business combines fashion and e-commerce. So if we look at the fashion industry, $1.2 trillion industry. You look at Gucci, Louis Vuitton, big brands like that have been around 100 years, in quote-unquote a recession, they were still generating multi-billion dollars of revenue. People are still going to spend money on fashion regardless of what the economy is doing, because they're want products, they're emotional products. In terms of e-commerce, so again, huge potential in this economy. Everything is going in the direction of e-commerce. $1.672 trillion industry, with online sales expected to increase 25% every year for the next 5 years. So imagine the power of combining fashion with the online sales industry. So just to share a little bit more about our company, and not just for me to talk about all the amazing things that our company stands for, but what other people are saying about us, the accolades, the reputation that we've built over the years. So our CEO and founder, Mesgarlou, 26 years in the industry of network marketing. He's created 17 millionaires in his career and was recently inducted into the Network Marketing Hall of Fame. So a genius in terms of compensation plan, and really a visionary in the industry. So we're very proud of him being able to earn that accomplishment recently. We also have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. So this is a kind of a scoring system to rank how credible and reputable businesses are. Not sure if it's across, globally, if it's recognized, but I know certainly in Canada, there's a lot of companies aspire to have a high rating on here. If you look up Louis Vuitton or Chanel or Gucci, they have an F rating on the BBB, and the reason why is because they don't have customer service. Sure, they have their name and their brand and their reputation, but there's nothing really backing them up in terms of continuing that value and providing great customer service to their customers. Obviously, for us, creating this company, that's all we care about, because we want everybody to know how amazing we are, and how we're going to build that reputation is by finding a way to say yes to our customers, you know, and delivering them with exceptional customer service. And then finally, a AAA+ rating on businessforhome.org. So this is a website common to the industry, where we were selected, you know, out of 655 companies were chosen and compared and contrasted on vision, on leadership, on strength in product line, strength in compensation plan, and we actually scored number 20 out of 655 companies. Now that's not even all the companies that exist in direct sales. You know, there's probably a couple thousand, you know, and there's a lot of them come and go, and they're here one day and they're not there the next. But for us to be able to achieve number 20 out of every single other company, obviously we're very, very proud of that. Okay, so talking about media accolades. So just to share a little, I know Rebecca mentioned to all of you a little bit about my story. I come from a business background. Fashion is, you know, the idea of starting a fashion business is not what attracted me to this company. What attracted me to this company was a strong track record, a visionary CEO with leadership, you know, company that has that culture of caring and really caring about teaching people how to operate a successful business. No hype, it's hard work, it's, you know, and sorry, I'm getting a little bit off track here, but, you know, specifically with trade and business media, you know, if you look at this first picture here, our CEO was actually the only Canadian CEO to ever be featured on the cover of the American Business Journal. So very, very impressive. We're obviously very proud of him. And, you know, the issue before, we were featured in the magazine, but Warren Buffett was on the cover. Obviously, Warren Buffett is one of the, you know, wealthiest men on the planet. So very impressive accolade in terms of business media and getting attention that way. In terms of fashion media, so as an up-and-coming designer company, you know, we're featured in many different publications related to fashion. So this magazine, Regard, is a magazine that is distributed to all the high-end hotels in the United States. Goes for about $50 an issue, and we're the only designer company to be featured on the cover more than once. So we were actually featured 3 times in the same year. And then finally, related to network marketing and multi-level marketing media, over and over again, because our compensation plan is breaking records, and there's a lot of buzz, certainly with respect to what we have here. Plus many, many more. The one I want to draw your attention to is kind of in the middle there. It's a little bit blurry, but it's Oprah, Women of Wealth magazine. And I always like highlighting that one because our senior VP of product development, our chief designer, the innovator behind the products that we've created, was actually interviewed by Oprah herself as being one of the most visionary women entrepreneurs in the world. So if you have any questions about any of the other media accolades or publications that we've been featured, get back with the person who invited you to this webinar. We'd be happy to share more information with you that way. In terms of fashion, so Fairy is a red carpet favorite. We're always being featured on TV and media, at the Emmys, Good Morning America, the Golden Globe Awards, the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, the Fashion Police. You know, if you look at in the middle on the right-hand side, Jodie Sweetin, you know, one of my favorite actresses from when I was a child watching Full House, you know, where she's been lately in the media has literally been wearing Fairy head to toe. We have over 300 celebrities wearing our products, and I just want to say also, we do not pay any one of them to endorse our products. If we did, we would have to tell you that transparently, but naturally, they're getting attention because they're exclusive, they're unique, and people want to, you know, are excited to wear and promote them. So, you know, it's obviously a great thing for us having a bunch of celebrities behind us promoting our brand and our products as well. It's marketing that sells itself. Okay, so I want to take a little bit of time and share with you our brands. So, so we don't distribute products for other companies. We are actually the designer and the manufacturer. So we have 3 different brands. So Posh is fashion jewelry, ladies fashion jewelry, men's jewelry, timepieces, ranging from $25 to $313. There's certainly something for everybody to be able to choose from. And also coming in this line in 2017, we'll be adding handbags, sunglasses, a kids line, a pets line, a charm collection. So very exciting to see where this line is going to grow to, you know, from a retail perspective within the Posh line. So our Fairy luxury line, so this is the Celebrities brand. This is a high-end luxury fashion line, 950 Palladium, handbags, purses, timepieces, shoes, shields, optic eyewear, belts, other accessories, and more. So basically everything except clothing, high-end designer products, you know, and we really, with this line, we compete, if not exceed, what other designer companies are doing. We just haven't had 100 years like they've had. We've had 11. So we'll get there, but incredible, incredible product lines. In total, we have about 1,600 SKUs of products that, that we have access to wear and promote. And finally, the Fairy Mosh. So the ultra luxury brand, 19,000, 19K, 21K special projects. So this is pertaining specifically to our gold composition. So the Fairy Mosh is above all of anything that exists on the planet right now. So our CEO has a mandate or a mantra: if it doesn't exist, create it, and if it exists, make it better. So where the world stops at 18 karat gold with set stones, we've actually been the only company in the world that's come up with the formulation for 19 and 21 karat gold with set diamonds. And the reason why is because we have the knowledge of the jewelry manufacturing industry. So our CEO literally spent millions of dollars and 3+ years of research literally blowing up gold to be able to come up with this. And again, for me, coming from a business background, you know, when you're doing things that no one else is able to do or duplicate, that gives you an extreme competitive advantage in your business proposal, right? So apart from the gold, we have a prestige collection, exotics collection, and opulence wear as well, certainly for the elite customer to be able to choose from this collection. Okay, so if you're looking at business options, so if you're, you know, you see the value in starting a fashion business, you know, looking at the cost to start a traditional fashion business, not surprising, the investment to be able to do that is going to cost you about $1 million, and depending on your products, could be $1 million just in inventory. You need a location, you need experience, you need people. A website for a decent website these days could be, you know, $5,000 to $10,000 on its own to have that web presence with shopping cart and everything like that. So not surprising that $1 million, you know, to start a traditional fashion business. But with us, you could start an email, launch an email, and work with us for just $35.99. And with that, you get a turnkey business, your full website, online store loaded with $8 million in inventory with global potential from day one, complete business training, automatic business and customer reports, your built-in accountant, tax savings I'm going to talk about a little bit later, but the benefits of having a home-based business is beneficial on your tax returns, product inventory I mentioned, and global sales potential from day one. Okay, so why are we the ideal partnership? So our corporate team in Richmond Hill, Ontario, Canada, takes care of the inventory, the ordering, the payments, shipping, guarantees returns, website maintenance, and certificate of authenticity of our products. So all of the back end of the business and the headaches involved with running a traditional business are actually handled for you with this opportunity. which really just leaves us as consultants and members to wear the products, promote the products, share what we have with everybody that we know, and naturally things happen from there. So it's very simple. Okay, so why are we your ideal opportunity? Well, there's a multitude of reasons. Number one, to retire wealthy, right? So we talked about this being a business platform to create that wealth for you. Flexible hours, you know, you're your own boss, and you can create the time that you have to work on your business, working from home, being your own boss, as I mentioned. I know a lot, you know, all of these things resonated with me. You know, as Rebecca mentioned, I'm a single parent. And I worked in the corporate world. I was tired of making someone else money. You know, I wanted to create that wealth for myself, create a legacy for my family, and to be able to retire wealthy, while all the while having the option and the flexibility to work from home. If I feel like picking my son up from school early one day, I have the liberty of doing that. If he's homesick from school, I don't have to answer to anybody. It really is a beautiful thing to have that freedom. So how does it work? So from the second you launch your email, you can make online retail sales anywhere in the world. So earn up to 67% profit. Your email is open 24/7. You know, we're in 165 countries. There's an awful lot of time zones that we cover. Let me tell you, it's a beautiful thing to make money in your sleep. We drop ship right to your customers worldwide. So, you know, each of your customers has a unique account. They place an order, and the company ships the product to them directly. We also take care of all VAT, duties, and customs clearance. We get paid weekly. Tuesday is the best day of the week. And the bigger tax breaks, of course. So I'm not sure, you know, and there may be different rules in different countries, but, you know, the benefits of having a home-based business, if someone does not have a home-based business, really you're leaving money on the table, right? So you think of all of the expenses you're spending money on anyway, your house, your phone, your internet, your rent, utilities. When you have a home-based business, now a percentage of those, all of those bills you would pay anyway, now becomes a credit on your tax return. And I know, especially in Canada, we're taxed pretty heavily. Anywhere we can save money or get money back is certainly something we aim to do. So how does it work? So 79% of success is in person. I've been in business a long time. You know, building relationships with people, connecting with people, building your client base in person with people you meet or people you know, the highest success rate for sure. We also, you know, have a home party division, 49% success. So, you know, you get a couple friends together, make some sales, and make, you know, a smaller, you know, from a couple $100 to a couple $1,000 in a very short period of time. And 35% of success is social media. Now, with our products are visual and they're emotional products. So they're, you know, sharing and promoting what we have on social media and the excitement of our product lines and what's coming out. Naturally, people ask questions. Naturally, people are curious about what we have and learning more. And, you know, so we're able to sort of share through social media and then engage with people from there. Okay, so I want to talk about the packages because there's different options for people to get started. So the first package is a diamond package. The diamond package is most popular, and there's a number of reasons why. The investment is $35.99 Canadian, taxes in. With that, you get up to 40% off our products for life. So that's a wholesale value on the product. Some people, you know, even if not interested in the business, are interested in membership just to have access to our products at a discount. In that, you know, in itself. And also with this package, you get $2,100 in your inventory account at wholesale value for your own shopping. So you can purchase whatever you'd like. You know, if you purchase whatever you'd like and you retail it, then you make your money back pretty much immediately. It is the best value because if you launch as a diamond, you receive the highest discounts, the highest earnings potential, and three times the earnings potential and the most products. Other options for you, the gold package is $18.99, up to 35% off the products, $1,100 in your inventory account at wholesale value. Palladium is $6.99, up to 30% off the products, and $370 in your inventory account at wholesale value. And the retailer package is $169. You still get 25% off the products and your website and all the training, but there's no products included with that package. I always, look at that package as, a holding position, or if people really can't afford, one of the bigger packages, it's a great place to start. And I always say that it doesn't matter where you start. If something resonates with you here today, take action and choose a package, and you learn as you go and you earn as you go. So you can always upgrade yourself at any time by paying the difference between the packages or by selling your way to upgrade. Now, the other thing I want to say about this slide is, we don't have, in our program, we don't have ranks and levels. There's a lot of other companies in the industry that do, and I will say that, one of the only reasons why companies are structured that way is so that they can control how much money that they pay out. So with us, we don't have ranks, but the compensation plan is maximized of the diamond package. So everybody, if you're a diamond member, you have the maximum earning potential as everybody else who's a diamond member. So usually when people start, they start where they can, but they want to get to that diamond package as quickly as possible. Okay, so let me talk a little bit more about Diamond. So launch your Diamond email today and receive 40% discount on the products, the highest retail profit of 67%. I want to just take a minute and talk about that for a second. So the profit margin we earn on the products is ridiculous. Compared to a lot of other companies, where the profit margins are quite low in comparison. Really, if you think about it, it's a lot less work for us to make the same amount of money on the retail side as, instead of making many sales and generating many orders. So up to 67% retail profit is just crazy. 3 times the earnings potential. Plus, if you launch as a diamond, you actually receive a 7-day getaway accommodation free. So this is for 2 adults and 2 children under the age of 11. You have 2 years to use this. And you can choose from one of 3,000 resorts all around the world. Like this, that in itself is valued at $1,500 to $1,800. You get it for free launching as a diamond, or if you upgrade yourself to diamond in your first 30 days. I wish I could relaunch as a diamond. This promotion wasn't available to me when I got started 5 years ago. So. Okay, so I want to talk about the inventory account program. So we are the only company with the revolutionary inventory account program, so not the standard auto ship of the industry where you're forced to order every month and having shipments arrive every month, or any quotas, I guess, on a monthly basis. So there's a lot of flexibility with this program. I know for me, I'm accumulating for a pair of shoes because I need to add some fairy shoes to my collection. But I know and recently with Christmas passing by, I had a number, a bunch of money in my inventory account for Christmas. So I literally went shopping in my own email for all my gifts and was able to deduct them from my taxes because they're really, the products are marketing for your business. Or you can use the inventory account, what's in there, to buy products and sell at your parties, or sell, even to friends and family. And again, we don't have shipments every month. It is an expense, if you will, to keep your business active. But the amounts in the IA program go directly into your own shopping account. There's no one's telling you when you have to use it or how much you should use it. Like, you can accumulate it, you can leave it there, you can use it every month. Like, the option's yours. And I want to say also, even our customers are interested in participating in this program, even signing up for free as a customer and putting so much money away per month into their inventory account for future shopping requirements, right? So if you think about it like that, it could be even a smart shopping strategy for people. And I know for me, with my customers, I actually help provide that service for them, in helping them get organized and planning financially for all the gifts that they have throughout the year. So depends on which package you're at, the amounts vary. It is also optional, so it's not mandatory, but for anyone serious about the business, it keeps your business active. That's the only cost to keep your business active, and it varies depending on which package you're at. So diamond is $150, gold is $75, palladium is $75, and retailer is $35. And also we have an option now. It's going to be released, I think, tomorrow. Tomorrow's February 1st. Oh my gosh, it's February already. Where did the time go? So, you know, now we're going to actually have a element in our program that if you're making sales, so if I'm a Diamond member, which I am, and I sell $150 in a month, then that my IA is in charge. I still get the money in my account for product, but the system will detect that I've been active and I've made the sale, and it won't charge me that IA. So that is, you know, an element that's extraordinary. You know, to have that covered every month just by keeping, you know, some activity in your business, which you should be anyways. Okay, so I want to talk about the 6 ways that we earn. So number 1 is retail profit. So this is business 101, right? You buy something for one price, you sell it for another for what it's worth, and you make the difference. So here's an example. So I'm going to talk, all these examples, I'm going to talk in the Diamond perspective, because that's where the compensation plan is maximized. But you know, so this ring would cost a Diamond member $283 or wholesale pricing. But what it's worth is $471. So if you sell that ring and you're a Diamond member, you make $188 immediately. Literally the next day, 24 hours later, the money is loaded onto your GWT MasterCard. However you do that is up to you. So you know, a couple popular ways, you know, through home parties, you know, getting people together in person. We have some amazing tools and catalogs. I know I leave these in strategic places where people visit that would shop for these type of products, and online as well. I've got customers, you know, in 25 countries, you know, that order from my email all the time. So it's very easy to make this happen. And one thing I always like to say here is, you know, how many hours do you work, you know, to make $188, right? Like, is it a day? Is it 8 hours? Is it 10 hours? Is it 3 hours? You know, literally this could happen within minutes. So, you know, you just ask yourself, you know, what do you see for yourself? And, you know, can you see, you know, the potential with the retail profits, with the profit margins that we have? It's very easy to make retail profits right away. Okay, so the second one is wholesale profit. So the easiest way to earn is by retailing product. But you know, if you think about it this way, you know, what does other franchises do? Like McDonald's, the owner of McDonald's is always interested in opening up new McDonald's, right? And every time he does that, every time you know, one of those McDonald's around the locations all around the world earns money, you know, they earn, the big corporate office earns income on every single one of those McDonald's. So the other aspect of the business is by expanding our territory and introducing and launching new emails. So when that happens, there's a few things that happen as a result of that, but the first one is wholesale profits. So if I launch a Selenium email, Tim, and I help him get started, and I support him, and I, you know, help him get plugged into the training and support him to have success, the company is going to pay me $150 to do that as a thank you for my time to support that person. And really, the difference in the amounts is because with all the different packages, there's different level of products. So we're basically getting paid on the wholesale profit of the product in the package. So a Selenium email is $150, $250 when you launch a gold email, $350 when you launch a diamond email. And this can happen very quickly. This can take, you know, you can, you know, with this one example here, you know, 4 emails. Some people do that in a day. Some it's a week or a month. Whatever the case may be, you choose your pace. But there's some, you know, there's certainly some money for grabs just on the wholesale profit. So in this example, you know, it would be $900 in wholesale profit. So even if you did that in a month, you know, was that not, you know, who couldn't benefit from having an extra $900 in their pocket, right? Okay, so business development and travel bonus. So one of the biggest things that I love about this program is, you know, as Rebecca mentioned, I'm very passionate in helping other people and helping other people achieve their dreams. So, you know, if I help, the more people I help to have success, the more it helps me, achieve my dreams. So it's a beautiful thing. Business development and travel bonus. So as, in me supporting my team and helping other people have success, every time if someone I personally introduce to the business, your first generation, anytime one of my first generation people earn a check, I actually earn 10% on their check. And any of people that they introduce, so my second generation, every time they earn a check, I earn 5% on everything that they do as a bonus. So the company's thanking me for spending the time to support people and helping people earn extra income with this opportunity. Now, half of that is reserved for travel. So because we're global, we're opening new markets and we're supporting and building this business in 165 countries. So, my business is in 25 countries. So there's going to come a time where I'm going to need to travel to these other countries to support my team members. So when the time comes, half of all the business development bonus that I've accumulated will actually pay me to go and travel there. The other half you receive in cash. So, and that, just to let you know, that those bonuses are not taken out of any commissions from any of our members. It's paid by the company as a thank you. Okay, so residual commissions by launching new emails. So I've talked about expanding your territory. So this is where you get paid up to 8% on all your team sales globally, right? So I've personally introduced 14 members into my organization, which has expanded to over 325 countries. I didn't know all those 300 people, but every time, all the volume and everything that happens on my team, it accumulates to team commissions and residual commissions, which pay me 8% down to infinity. So we don't have levels. We're not cut off, 7 levels or 8 levels deep. As in some other programs, down to infinity. As deep as my organization is, you're earning up to 8% on all your team sales. Now, and that's capped at, the residual component is $10,000 per week. I don't know about you guys, but $10,000 a week residually, working once and getting paid over and over, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it if it takes, a number of years to do that. Now, the other reason why why everyone wants to be a diamond eventually is because you don't just have one email, you actually have 3 with a diamond package. So once you hit the cap of $10,000 per week, the other 2 business centers open. And so you actually have the earnings potential of up to $30,000 per week just on the residual commission side. So it's a no-brainer to be able to, to achieve diamond to get there, so you can capitalize on that. Okay, so global revenue sharing. So I talked about up to 8% on your team. Now, what if you could have a little piece of the pie of what is happening in the entire company, okay? So we don't, as I said, we don't have ranks, but we do have different leadership distinctions, if you will. There's no association to how people are paid. It's more of a leadership distinction or title. So right now I'm a diplomat. I'm working towards my ambassador. After ambassador is regional ambassador, which you can see here, then national ambassador, then global ambassador. So once you achieve regional ambassador, you actually have a share in the global pot. So of 2% of the, or sorry, not 2%. How it's broken down is, in the different areas, which is not super pertinent to this conversation right now. Bottom line is, once you achieve that level, you've got 1 share, 2 shares, or 3 shares of everything that's happening in the company on a monthly basis. So I know we've got a couple pictures here. You'll see them in a second, but last year was the first year that this was introduced and sort of rolled out. And one of my personal mentors, Reza Mesgarlou, got a surprise check for $23,000 on stage. So on top of everything else that we do. So you obviously work hard to to build your team, but once you achieve that certain level, you actually have access to the global revenue pot as well. And there's the pictures I was talking about there. So Reza is actually, both of these gentlemen are my direct mentors. So Reza was the first millionaire in the company. I work very closely with him locally here in Ottawa. Rene Liao, $19,000 check there. He was the youngest millionaire in the company, came from an AIT background, and was a millionaire at 27, with this opportunity. So obviously, I'll be on the global revenue sharing. My target to do that is by my birthday of this year, actually. So we'll just have to create the possibility to make that happen. All right. So we have this is an opportunity that offers a luxury lifestyle. Okay. So who doesn't want the finer things in life, and who doesn't enjoy having incentives to work towards and bonuses to try and achieve? So we have those here as well. So the ambassadors qualify for a 5-day Caribbean cruise. So that's what I'm working towards right now. We'll be achieving that by March, by our convention of this year. Regional ambassadors, not only does that qualify you for global revenue sharing, you also have the 5-star all-inclusive exotic vacation. I would argue that it's a 6-star vacation. Basically, anyone, you arrive there for the holiday, and you get your own personal cell phone with your own private butler. So it's pretty cool, above all sort of vacation. We also have a car program, and actually our car program has 3 tiers. So these 2 tiers at the bottom are longer-term strategies. So at the national ambassador level, once you achieve that level of leadership, you get a dream luxury car prepaid for 18 months. So once you qualify for this, you qualify. The car is yours for 18 months prepaid. So there's nothing that you need to do to maintain your qualification or your rank. Once you get there, it's yours. And then Global Ambassador is the exotic car program. So same idea there, but obviously a different league of vehicles there. And I just want to talk about, I know we don't have a slide, but we actually are introducing tomorrow a promotion for an entry-level car program for diplomats and above. So I'm actually about 80% of the way qualified for that. There is, some maintenance in terms of, keeping that qualification, but having an entry-level car program, people can be earning up to $500 lease of a car paid for in as low as 30 days now with our opportunity starting tomorrow. So that's very, very exciting. Our CEO has a goal to give away 4,000 cars in the next 2 years. So I'm going to certainly be one of them. Very exciting to have that promotion, that people can achieve very early on when they get started with this opportunity. Okay, so GWT Cares. So again, this is something that's really important to me when looking at, what social responsibility the company has, what are they doing in the community, are they giving back? We are committed to making a positive impact in the world. Anytime there's a national disaster, our CEO is first to step in. We often run sort of programs, the most recent being Hurricane Matthew in Haiti. Having, basically every dollar we raised, our CEO would match and then would double again by our government. So every $1 that we as consultants raised would equal $4, back to providing some relief for Hurricane Matthew. So I know it's really important to me to participate with a company that really cares about people and cares about making a difference. So obviously we're really, really proud of that and all our associations that we're involved with. Okay, so timing is everything. So just like in real estate, it's location, location, location. With us, it's timing, right? So imagine for yourself if you had the chance to partner with Gucci in 1921, Chanel in 1880, Cartier in 1880, Louis Vuitton in 1855. Where would your life be today? So here's your chance, really, because what we've done in 11 years is we've developed a product line, we've expanded to 165 countries, we're debt-free, we have the credibility from various people in the different industries where we're present. Now that we have all that, it literally is about global expansion a billion-dollar company. So, you know, really take a good look and, you know, think about what you have in front of you here today, and we would certainly be happy to answer any questions you have. Next slide, please. Okay, so with you every step of the way. So we're internet-based, worldwide access, training in multiple languages, and there's more and more translations to come all the time. Top-of-the-line customer service. Honestly, I have been in business a long time. The customer service that we have here is second to none. At our corporate office, their mandate is find a way to say yes. So they're, you know, within reason, always looking for ways to make sure our customers are happy. Fully automated back office, like the tools and the training and programs that we have in our back office is just amazing in terms of having really a turnkey business and everything that you need to have success. Ongoing training webinars, unlimited access to free company training, and you work by yourself, for yourself, but not by yourself. So we truly are a family here. Doesn't matter whose team you're a part of. Everywhere, you know, in the world, we're happy to support each other and make sure every single one of us has success, even though there may not be always a financial interest in supporting. So you have the support, you have people who know what they're doing, you know, who will answer their phone literally at any time of the day to answer your questions and to help you achieve anything that you want to with this opportunity. Okay, so what's your plan of action? So you've just taken a look at the GWT Opportunity Tour. If you know, if what I said resonated with you in any shape or form, get your questions answered. Choose your email package and open your VIP account. So everyone on the call today will get a free VIP account. And not sure if you're all aware, but just for tuning in, you get $100 towards your first purchase. So the person who introduced you to this today is going to set up your VIP account and send you the code for your gift certificate. The second step would be to order your products. I mean, that's what our business is, so you need to have some of the products to share and promote. Show and retail products. You know, we'll show you how to do that and put money in your pocket immediately. And then finally expanding your territory. You know, inviting people to the same opportunity tour that, you know, you're hearing today, and subsequently launching emails and then duplicate that. So it's a very simple process, very simple plan of action. Now, one last thing here. So we have, for a short period of time, we have this promotion, and this really is for people who are ready to take action. So if this is your first time seeing the GWT opportunity, there is an incentive for you. You know, we want to reward people for taking action. So if you choose to get started with us today, you're going to receive, and you decide to go with the diamond package from the get-go, you're actually going to receive $1,000 off the diamond package. So instead of $35.99, $25.99 is your investment. Now with this, you obviously don't get the 7-day getaway promotion, but it saves you $1,000, and you're maximizing the comp plan, being at the diamond level immediately. On the same thing, similar on a gold package, $500 off, again, to take action today. This is for, you know, the same day after you see the opportunity. So if you're ready to get started, you can certainly do that. So instead of $18.99, the investment would be $13.99, and you're that much closer to the diamond as well. Okay, so it's time to live again, guys. It's the one thing I always say about this slide is if you're looking at these pictures and there's some things on here that resonate with you in terms of what you want to achieve in your life, the question I'll ask you is, what are you doing now to change that, to get on that track? Because if you keep doing all the same, you know, the same thing you're doing over and over again, expecting things to change, that really is like, it's a definition of insanity, right? If you're not going to make changes, or you're not going to take action to do something to change your situation, it's not going to fall in your lap. So it's time to live again. You know, I look forward to welcoming you to our GWT family, and if there's any questions, you know, we'd be happy to answer them. And I think I'll hand it back to Rebecca. I'm not sure, maybe we might have some people for testimonials. I'll hand it back to you, Rebecca.
Wow, 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 wow. Thank you so much, Steph, for an amazing presentation this evening. I know that, you know, every time I listen to you, I learn something new, and tonight was no different. I'm just going to, we do have a couple of testimonials. We're going to hear from some people in a minute. I'm just checking to see if we do have any questions in here. Just bear with me because I'm finding it a little hard to actually read what we've got in here. And okay, so I don't see any questions here right now that haven't really been answered. So what I want to do is just check and see if we have our first guest speaker on here for this evening. I'm going to find him in here and unmute him. So his name is Lebo Mogalani. And Lebo actually lives in South Africa. He is a brand new email operator from that's joined our awesome GWT family. He actually has a background as a property investor. He's also got some experience in software development, so you can see a very broad range of experience there. And I know when he saw this opportunity, he fell in love with it. So I'm going to not share too much more about what his current experience is, but I'm going to pass it over to Lebo and let him take it away from there for a minute and just share a little bit about his story. Lebo, are you there?
Hi, Rebecca. Yes, I'm here.
Great. Go ahead.
Hi, everyone. Good evening, good morning, everyone, wherever you are. My name is Lebo Hang, but my friends call me Lebo. I'm a property investor and also a software developer. And the reason I joined GWT, I attended a presentation just like this one, and I loved the idea of the compensation plan that was presented. I loved it and I fell in love with it because I saw the opportunities, and I saw, you know, like from my background with IT, I saw the opportunity of working in more than 165 countries and without any limit. I saw that opportunity, like it really grabbed me, and I told myself that I'm going to work with this company. And hence I'm here, and I joined last month, and I'm planning to become one of the ambassadors for GWT, and I'm looking forward to growth. And I've had a lot of help and a lot of support from my team members, from Sima, from Nolan, Pumla. Like the team has been awesome. They've been helping me all the way. And Reza from Canada, he has been there. And when we have questions, he answers. He doesn't say no. You are too far. Deal with no. Like he does help us. And the guys all around, they are very helpful.
Excellent. Well, I know that you're already well on your way, Lebo, to becoming an ambassador because you took action, you saw the opportunity, and you didn't waste any time in getting started off in the new year in the right direction. And you're right. National Ambassador Reza Mesgarlou is phenomenal. We have an absolute privilege to be able to work with him directly here in Ottawa, and he is always willing and ready and able to help anybody across the world in our global family who needs the help. So thank you very much for sharing that with us, Lebo, and I'm looking forward to seeing some amazing results from you in the next little while.
Thank you very much, Rebecca.
Okay, so my pleasure. So I'm reading a comment here. Actually, Reza has sent a Congratulations to you, Steph. He says, great job, Steph. Looking forward to a massive 2017 and all the free car giveaways. So I know that he's excited. I've got a message here that he's on the road. Reza, are you with us at all? Looks like Reza is not available to join us. So I'm just checking to see if there's any more questions. I'm not seeing any more right now unless there's something new that's come in. So without...
well, I'm here.
Oh, hi, Reza.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. Glad to have you on board.
Glad to be on. I never miss these calls. That's how I built my business globally, everywhere. That includes South Africa. So very important for everybody to have their prospects on these calls, regardless of their locations. This is just one of the many calls we have. There are different time zone calls. There is tours. There is different webinars, information sessions. So if you're thinking about earning globally, definitely don't limit yourself to your just local geographical area. Get on these webinars, get your prospects on these webinars. I mean, social media, you have people that you meet all the time. This is how you can tap in all four corners of the world, like we have in GWT here, for those of us who have been around for a little while. And, you know, God bless technology. I'm on the road, but seems like we got a clear connection. So, you know, yeah, I never miss these calls. Looking forward to a massive 2017. Conventions around the corner. And more importantly, before the convention is South Africa pre-launch conference. You know, that's, you know, for those who are listening to this, this is your chance, regardless of your location, to launch your mall, get a quick training and tap in the system and, you know, get a piece of that pie in South Africa, because it's going to be a force to be reckoned with. And I'm looking forward to my trip there, the Power Week we're going to have, the tours, the trainings, you know, getting to meet our local leaders there and build and develop with them, and, you know, get geared up for a massive 2017. Like Steph mentioned already, we're geared to give away 4,000 cars, free cars. So you know what? Everyone that's on this call should be going for theirs. So yes, that's a little bit of what I wanted to share. You know what? I can't wait. Back to you, Rebecca.
Thank you so much, Reza. And I've just for all of you put up the conference poster so you can see some more details about it. I just want to thank Steph for her time this evening and presenting this amazing opportunity to us. We're so excited. We're revved up. I know her and I spent, along with Reza, our Saturday learning from our amazing CEO, Mesgarlou in Montreal. Nolan and Seema, Pillay, our leaders in South Africa, joined us in by a Zoom call. So there are absolutely no restrictions in how we work together and do this business. I know we're super excited about the South Africa conference coming up. If you are anywhere within 5 hours of driving distance, you need to get there. This is a lifetime opportunity. You do not want to miss the opportunity to learn from our national ambassador, Reza Mesgarlou. He is our top income earner in the company. He's won the President's Cup Award twice. He's been in the industry for well over 20 years, and he's just a wealth of information and knowledge and support. So make sure whatever you have to do, get your early bird tickets, save yourself the money for something you're going to be going to anyway. Promote this to your prospects, people who want to know how to do the business. This is the way for them to get upfront and personal with one of our top trainers in the industry as well. So that's all I'll say for this. And I also wanted to share another reminder for all of our email operators on the line right now. International Convention, you want to make sure that you have your tickets and any visa requirements that you have to look after. Like yesterday was the time to do it. So get on that. Do not miss this. You know, I had the privilege of meeting Nolan and Seema for the very first time last year at our international convention. They made it happen. It wasn't an easy thing for them, but they recognized that it was a priority must to do to help, build the momentum and expand their business more quickly. You do not want to miss this event. It is going to draw in all of our international leaders from around the world, 165 countries, and it's just going to explode your business to the next level. So tickets now, it's January 31st, so they're up to $299 Canadian. You can purchase them through your back office, and if you need help, just ask your My5. So I want to thank you.
Actually, the tickets are still $249. That's a typo.
Okay.
It's still last day of this month. So today it's still $249. As of tomorrow, it goes up to $299.
Awesome. That's even better. So everybody who thought they missed out last night still has some time to get their tickets. So that's fantastic. Thank you for that, Reza. Well, I just going to take one last quick look for any questions, and I don't see any. So, if you have questions and you didn't type them in here, make sure that you get back to the person who has invited you tonight, and we'll get you all of your questions answered. We're excited to have you join our global family. Hopefully, you're already a VIP customer at the very least, but if you're not, make sure you get that hooked up right away with your $100 gift certificate, and we look forward to partnering with you to expand your own operations very soon. So thank you again. Thank you, Reza, for your time as well and sharing with us. And of course, to all of you who took time out of your evening and afternoon to join us as well, thank you very much. And I want to welcome you all as well to the Global Wealth Trade family. So to the billion, have a great evening, afternoon, and morning, everyone.